investigative tool is keeping you safe as you drive around campus.
Best thing I've ever seen in my life.
And the happily ever after for one lucky couple who won a free wedding.
Things you should know if you're going to the airport this weekend for holiday travel.
Coming up, we want to help you prepare for finals, and we'll hear from an expert about how you can help yourself with good sleep.
Thanks for joining us this week on TVC News. I'm Aubrey Curran.
And I'm Kyla Berry. The University of Tennessee is asking for more time to respond to a complaint of former professor Dr. Tamar Sharinian. Now, Sharinian was placed on administrative leave following a social media post after the death of Charlie Kirk, and then she filed lawsuit and claims that the university violated her First Amendment right of free speech. Right now, I sit down with journalism and media expert who explains what rights the First Amendment gives us.
The issue at hand that we're seeing right now is what we often refer to as a chilling effect.
Free speech is becoming a bigger concern on campuses and beyond. The president of the United Campus Workers of the UT chapter, Ann Langendorfer, says she feels the effects.
We're experiencing a chilling effect in the classroom, and not just in the classroom, but also in the community.
Journalism and media history expert Lori Amber Rosner says the First Amendment protects all speech.
Even unpopular speech, offensive speech, speech that the average person might consider vile.
Rosner says it is important to understand the difference between free speech and academic freedom.
This idea that academic freedom is kind of a foundational understanding in higher education that was really first kind of offered to us by the 1915 AAUP Declaration of Principles.
That document lays out 3 elements of academic freedom.
A freedom of inquiry and research, freedom of teaching within a university or college, and freedom of extramural utterance and action.
Now, as students head home for the holidays, Rosner says to create open conversation.
Sit across from our family members and to have challenging conversations in a civil way.
Yeah, it's important to keep that in mind as students are heading home for the holidays. As Kyla said, holiday travel is picking up with Thanksgiving right around the corner. And for those students heading home, they could see longer lines and more crowded terminals than usual.
Our own Caitlin Kirkpatrick is live at McGee Tyson Airport with what travelers can expect. Caitlin?
Right, guys, I'm here at McGee Tyson Airport where staff is telling me that they're already preparing for some delays and longer lines. So students traveling home for the holidays and for Thanksgiving break should prepare for those delays.
You're wanting to get here early.
Holiday travel is already picking up, and the biggest piece of advice is simple. Start early.
We are encouraging passengers to get to the airport at least 2 hours before their scheduled departure time, even early in the morning.
And it's not just travelers in general. UT senior Lauren Fuller is one of many students working around rising prices and busy terminals, especially for the last days of classes.
It is too much money to spend to fly back for those 2 days.
Still, she tries not to stress when it comes to crowds or delays.
I'm not too concerned because at the end of the day it'll work out in the long run, I guess.
Delays and congestions are already showing up though.
We're seeing lines long at our checkpoint and our ticket counters during peak times of the travel day.
Lauren says that's exactly why she watches her flights closely to stay ahead of any changes.
I love to look at the incoming planes to see if I'm going to be delayed or not. And also too, if those are becoming delayed, then you'll become delayed, and then you can hop to other flights and make sure you still get your connections.
Advice from airport staff will not only help students when traveling out of Knoxville, but also when traveling around the country.
You not only want to look at what's going on at McGee Tyson, but also in that connecting city that you're traveling through to see if it'll be impacted. So having that app is going to be a wonderful thing for you to do.
At the end of the day, starting early and staying informed may be the key to getting home on time for the holidays.
Now, airport staff are already expecting the lines to grow closer and bigger as we get closer and closer to Thanksgiving break. So if you are flying home, stay prepared, be here early, and check those flights for delays. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Caitlin. A good travel reminder for students and staff as we are just a few days from Thanksgiving break. Students and staff are feeling extra thankful this season as they begin to get into the holiday spirit.
Yes, students gathered at the Friesen Black Cultural Center to celebrate Thanksgiving, a yearly tradition that brings everyone in the UT community together. Whether you're going home for the break or not, this event's going to make you feel like you're right at home with your grandma's cooking.
I think this is just a great opportunity for people who don't get the chance to go back for Thanksgiving break to be with their families and friends so that they can be here, and a chance to meet new people and just get a nice meal with friends.
The event brought together students from all backgrounds to make sure that every student has a place to feel supported and included this time of year.
A newer public safety tool that local law enforcement is using to help with investigations.
Yeah, our news director Grayson Thatcher was able to break it down for us and tell us what they are.
It's an enhancement to public safety.
A safety tool?
I didn't know that was a thing.
In plain sight.
I live right here in this building, so I walk up and down to class every single day.
Now, the Strip is one of the busiest places, not just on campus, but in Knoxville as a whole. One of the ways they help keep it safe and keep you safe, right here above me, they're called flock cameras.
They capture license plate data of cars that pass through on the roadways that they're installed at.
Also called ALPRs, automated license plate readers.
They're dispersed really evenly throughout the city.
According to KPD, there are 28 around the city, and according to UTPD, there are 17 in use 24/7 right here on campus.
Knowing that there's a camera makes me feel actually a lot safer.
Obviously, we've had tremendous amount of success recovering and locating stolen vehicles, but also it can be used in so many other ways.
UTPD shared the cameras are extremely helpful and used to identify vehicles involved in campus incidents like theft, missing people, suspicious activity, and more.
Look, we understand the concerns that people have about the use of technology and the expansion of technology.
The cameras only take pictures of cars, not sidewalks or people.
It'd be the same as if somebody was to stand on the side of the road and film with a cell phone of all the cars passing through.
But a little more hidden.
We understand the trust that has been given to us in harnessing this technology, and we're absolutely committing to using it responsibly and ethically.
In Knoxville, Grayson Thatcher, TVC News.
Yeah, and an important note to keep in mind here is that the data these cameras collect only stays in KPD's system for about 30 days, and then it's removed. On November 6th, one lucky couple won a free wedding planned by a UT hospitality class over the semester. From flowers to music, the students did it all.
Our Whitney Reamer followed the story over the semester and even was invited to the wedding.
It's another beautiful wedding at Hunter Valley Farm where Kenzie and Tanner finally tied the knot.
Best thing I've ever seen in my life. The moment I looked up, my heart jumped. It skipped a beat.
Oh Lord, he's incredible.
I've cried 6 times today.
I just feel really accomplished and just again, great to see how everything played out, how everyone worked together and did their part to create this amazing day.
It was a big day for the UT students who planned it all.
It's just crazy, really, to see all of our hard work paid off and walking in today and everything being set up, and it's all just come together so great and just tied up with a bow.
They organized desserts. They came here yesterday before the wedding. They set everything up. They organized the flowers. They set the tables. They set the forks. Everything that you can possibly imagine, and they just got them down the aisle.
This is the second successful wedding UT professor Nancy Barger and her wedding planning class has pulled off.
Oh my gosh, she's just been the best. She's answered every single question, has given us great advice, really pushed us, I think, out of our comfort zone too, which I think is really important, and made sure that we're all super confident in the roles that we're in and that we get that experience to bring into the real world.
Yeah, she just offered us so much insight as well, and just sharing her experiences.
Like a proud mom. It's so cute.
I feel like they were definitely the perfect couple that UTK could have chosen to get this experience, and they're so grateful. They're so nice. Yeah.
Now that's a happily ever after. At Hunter Valley Farm, I'm Whitney Reamer for TVC News.
What a great ending to a sweet story. Congratulations, Kenny and Tanner, and to the students who got it done. Now, the National Sleep Foundation says the typical adult needs at least 7 hours of sleep to function properly.
Yeah, and we've actually got our Alexa Durbin out in front of Hodges Library. And Alexa, you actually spoke to a student who gets less sleep than that?
Yeah, now that's actually the case for a lot of students, especially as finals are rolling around the corner. Now I'm standing right here in the center of campus, right in front of Hodges Library, where many students sacrifice their sleep, pulling all-nighters to study. I spoke with an expert, and I learned that inconsistency, not only of the amount of hours you get, but the time in which you go to sleep and wake up, can and will affect you. Learn more.
Morgan Ashbaugh works hard to be a nurse day in, day out.
School is your main focus when you're in nursing. I probably study like however many days of the week there are.
But her workload tends to take over her sleep schedule.
I'm at the hospital from 6 in the morning, get home at like 4 o'clock, and you're like, oh, where'd my day go? And then you're up till God knows when.
She usually gets about 4 to 5 hours a night.
You can't help it.
Former UT professor Terry Lee studies sleep habits in college students.
6 hours to 9 hours is kind of the range that people fall into, where if they get that amount of sleep every night, they will generally feel well rested the next day.
She knows the impact of not getting enough sleep.
What you're doing is messing up all kinds of hormonal rhythms inside your body. Sleep deprivation slows our reaction time as much as drinking does.
Pulling all-nighters isn't exactly the right answer. It's proven that enough sleep helps you remember things.
You get a much better effect by having the brain have the time to store those memories.
So help yourself out with good sleep.
Your brain will work better and faster.
And know you're not alone this final season.
As long as you put your mind to it and you have the passion for it, you can get through it.
On UT campus, Alexa Durbin, Vol News.
Now, if you are feeling a little bit behind in your sleep already as the final seasons are about to start, take these next few days over Thanksgiving break to catch yourself up. Remember that consistency, not only the amount of hours you get, but the time you go to sleep and the time you wake up. Take this time to relax, prepare yourself for finals so you're coming back feeling ready. Now we're going to take it back to the desk.
Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, and at the end of the day, we're moving forward.
Coming up, football defensive back dismissed from the team.
And the Volunteers heading to the Swamp to take on Florida this weekend.
Hey Vol fans, we're so excited to be on the air to give you exclusive University of Tennessee content. But the coverage doesn't end with TVC News here on air. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at TVC News Now by scanning the QR code. You'll gain access to 24-hour news coverage of UT sports, news, and other related content, all made by students. No one knows UT like we do, and thank you for your support.
Welcome to the Rocky Top Sports Report. My name is Allie Campbell.
And I'm Lewis Maddox. We have breaking news. Josh Heupel announced on Monday that defensive back Boo Carter will no longer be a part of the team. The announcement comes after Carter was not present on the sidelines for the New Mexico State game, and he did not play in the loss against Oklahoma a couple of weeks ago. Carter announced himself later on social media that he is injured and will be foregoing the rest of the season to enter the transfer portal. Carter's had some disciplinary issues earlier this season after missing some time during fall camp for an undisclosed issue. And swim season starts this week with a dual meet at Allen Jones Aquatic Center. For more on the competition, we go live to Luke Lamery and Hayes Keller.
It's a dual elimination tournament style meet. And Hayes, even people in this program, even people in the center talking about how excited they are for this.
Yep, when we got to speak with Samantha Burning, and she said this would be a
Hey guys, we are live here at Allen Jones Intercollegiate Aquatic Center, and I'll tell you what, a history-making day, not just for collegiate sports, but for college swim altogether, and it's the CSC AA Dual Meet Challenge here in Knoxville. And for the most powerhouse teams coming right here to Allen Jones, a history-making day, Hayes. It's a double elimination dual meet challenge, and Hayes, even people in this program talking about how excited they are for this.
Yep, and we got to talk to Samantha Burning, and she said this would be one for the history books.
I would say if you've never been to a swim meet, this is going to be one like none other. And so this is the time to come. The admission is free. The excitement is real.
And yeah, absolutely, Hayes.
Yeah, and there are going to be 24 Olympians, 60 All-Americans. This is going to be a really fast meet with these 4 powerhouse teams being Tennessee, Michigan, Arizona, and Virginia. This will be one fast meet.
And folks, if you're on campus here on the University of Tennessee, Allen Jones on the eastern side of it, from the center, about a 10-15 minute walk. And hey, admission is free. Look at the bleachers. Nobody here just yet. Swimming starting at about 3:10 p.m. So come on down. History making day, not just in collegiate swim, but sports altogether. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
The Vols head down to the Swamp this weekend to take on the Florida Gators. Coming off a big homecoming win over New Mexico State, the Vols look to break the curse and conquer Florida in the Swamp for the first time since 2003. The Vols entered the game with a good return to form against New Mexico State and hope to keep their momentum heading into the end of the season. For Tim Banks and the Volunteers defense, it will be key to build upon their run defense after holding New Mexico State to just 27 rushing yards. We'll see what the Vols can do against a struggling Florida team.
Yeah, Allie, the Vols have not won in Gainesville since before we were born.
Crazy.
So it is about time. But heading from the field to the court, basketball opened the week by clipping the wings of the Rice Owls, winning 99-66. It was Felix Akpara and Nate Ament who led the scoring for the Vols as they soared past the Owls as they continue a strong run to form leading into Thursday night against Tennessee State. The Vols took down the Tigers from the Mid-State 89-60 in Food City Center, with Jacoby Gillespie leading the scoring with 17 points and 5 assists. It'll be interesting to see how the Vols continue to build without J.P. Estrella in the lineup for the time being after he sustained that injury to his leg on Monday night against Rice.
I really hate to see it for someone like J.P. Estrella, who spent the majority of last season out with an injury. Hope he gets back soon. And after a close win against Belmont last week, the Lady Vols headed to Murfreesboro last night, where they made sure to leave no doubt as they beat Middle Tennessee State 85-41. That was Janiyah Barker that posted a 20-point double-double. The Lady Vols have come into a strong run after their loss earlier in the season to NC State. And they've shown their stripes against 4 in-state opponents, establishing Tennessee as the Volunteer state. Both the Vols and Lady Vols have been on strong runs to start the season. Excited to see what they do as they move into conference play.
Be sure to tune in to Torch Sports today at 2 p.m. on the TVC YouTube page for more in-depth insight on the game against Florida with Nick, Zach, Lucas, and Luke.
That's it for Rocky Top Sports Report. I'm Allie Campbell.
And I'm Lewis Maddox. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, guys.
It was really genuine and sweet, and especially when you're walking with a friend, like it's just something that's nice to be a part of.
Coming up, we're going to take a look at a photographer you might see around campus.
And a pair of twins brewing coffee together on campus.
Hey Vol fans, we are so excited to be on the air to give you exclusive University of Tennessee content. But the coverage doesn't end with TVC News here on air. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at TVC News Now by scanning the QR code. You'll gain access to 24-hour news coverage of UT sports, news, and other related content, all made by students. No one knows UT like we do, and thank you for your support.
Welcome back, Vols. I'm Jackson Berg. Now let's take a look at our forecast for this weekend. We did have a bit of a rainy start to the day today, but good news, temperatures are looking to remain pretty high. These are high temperatures for the weekend into Monday. So we're reaching 70 today, mid-60s to upper 60s the rest of the week to the mid-60s on Monday. However, we do have a front moving in, so as this comes in, it's going to push some more rain into our area, which is going to cause some more scattered storms tonight and some isolated thunderstorms as well. Now this also could affect some air travel if you're traveling out this weekend. And looking a little more into the future, these are our rain potentials for Tuesday through Thursday next week. So definitely being pretty wet during some of those most most popular days for traveling for Thanksgiving. But as the week continues on, it's looking to clear up Sunday to be mostly sunny, as well as Monday, just a few clouds in the sky. But I will take this rain at the beginning of the weekend over snow, because snow is one of my least favorite parts of the winter season. But I was curious what other students' least favorite part of winter was, so let's take a look.
What's your guys' least favorite part about winter?
The wind and the coldness.
Yeah, that's right. Probably not being able to wear flip-flops.
Yeah, that's a rough one. I like my flip-flops too. I'm from Chicago, so I'm used to the bitter cold, but I mean, it's just walking around from class to class is honestly my least favorite part.
That my nose gets red and stuffy.
Oh, that's not good. I'm so sorry.
I'm not built for the cold. I don't like the cold very much. It's probably just freezing and like getting out of my bed in the morning to get in the cold.
Yeah, it's rough getting out of bed during the winter time.
I would say my least favorite part is that I don't have a good jacket. And so last year when it was winter, I would do like sweatshirt and then like fleece on top, but I gotta get like a good puffer and then I'll be good.
Low-key like layers. I feel like I can't make a cute outfit out of layers sometimes. It's so bulky.
Yeah, I loved hearing what students had to say, and I mean, at least the snow is pretty to look at, so we'll stay optimistic there. That is all I have for you. Now more stories back at the desk.
Thank you, Jackson, and congratulations on your promotion.
Yes, very well deserved.
Now, 2 UT seniors are brewing more than just coffee this semester.
Twin sisters Julia and Sydney Bull came to UT with the dream of starting their very own coffee truck right here on campus. One they finally made come true this semester, and they said the secret to their success was each other. Here's our Kate Barber introducing us.
A new pink coffee truck is turning heads on campus. Twin sisters Julia and Sydney Bull have brought their dream business to life, all while being full-time college students.
What I always say, and I actually have both of these quotes tattooed, is to create your own reality, and if there's a will, there's a way. I think if there's something you want, as long as you're willing to do whatever it takes to get to that point, you can create your own reality.
For Julia, that reality began last May when she decided to stop waiting for the perfect time to open a coffee shop. And while many warned to never mix family and business, the Bull sisters say they wouldn't have it any other way.
I tell her all the time, even though she's only 10 minutes older than me, she seriously is, no joke, my biggest role model. I am not kidding. Like, there's so many things, obviously, I'm serious, I tell her all the time.
With sisterly love, they say their focus is simple. With every cup they pour, they hope to pour a little kindness too.
At Julia's Coffee Co., we focus mainly on the customer and building a relationship with the customer. We know that a lot of times in the morning, we're the first conversation that people are having.
Hey, how are you? Good, how are y'all? Doing good, it's good to see you. Yeah.
Learning in and outside of the classroom.
One thing that this has all taught me and Julia has taught me is that no matter what you want to do, if you set your mind to it and you apply yourself, you can do it.
Julia's Coffee Co., brewing connections and caffeine right here on Rocky Top. In Knoxville, TVC News, I'm Kate Barber.
Yeah, a true testimony to when you put your mind to something to go after it. And this is a little surprise from us. TVC has gone through a lot of changes over the past couple of years, but something that's stayed the same and someone who's been here since the beginning is our Kyla Berry. And this is her last show. She's graduating this semester. So we made a surprise story for you because we want to show you how much we appreciate you. Take a look.
My name is Alexa Durbin. I'm a senior in TVC, and I met Kyla the first week of freshman year. 3 years ago, TVC was nothing like it is now. I was gonna say it doesn't look anything like it is, but it just truly, everything about it was different. But Kyla was there through it all.
Kyla is TVC. Kyla, there is no one in TVC right now who knows what it's like to be at the volunteer channel without Kyla Berry.
My freshman year, she taught me how to run teleprompter because I couldn't. She's also just so encouraging, and so I know that if Kyla's gonna walk in the room, she's gonna tell me that I'm doing a good job.
Kyla kills it. She's just infectious. Everything. Her storytelling, her accents, the way she can make you feel seen and welcomed.
I think she sees that you can use this field as a platform for healing and sharing, and she's really good at that.
When she walks out of that studio, I'm probably gonna cry, I'm not even gonna lie. But she's just really special in the sense that I know we'll be okay because she's trained people to take her place and do just as good.
That is crazy to just think about.
It's going to be really different without her, but I hope she knows that the impact that she made here, the foundation she laid here, will make us stronger for many, many years. It's because of her.
Kyla, we love you and appreciate you so much, and we know that you're going to do amazing things amazing things.
It has been an honor to serve you guys, and this is the last time I'm signing off, but I know you guys are going to do great things, and we'll have to keep in touch.
Yeah, that's going to mark the end of TVC News, but make sure to follow us on Instagram at TVC News Now for all the updates over the holidays. I'm Aubrey Curran, and for the last time,
I'm Kyla Berry. Have a great weekend and a good holiday season, and go Vols!
I got a good.
I was like, oh, that I love.
That was really nice.
Hectic before show.